For some reason, I get really nervous when I start these with you. Um, but this evening, I just got done running 6 miles, and the kids are all asleep, so hopefully no interruptions. I think we're going to be good. Tonight's topic is regarding teaching being either an art or a science. So is which one's more important is the first question I'm to ask myself. And upon doing so, I decided to define art as well as define science. So when I defined art, it's really art is a range of human activity. It ranges from teaching or being a photographer or making something, performing something. And I felt like art for me it would be teaching in this case. And the art of teaching is actually doing it in the way in which you do it. In regards to the science definition, what I found is that the science is I guess an enterprise or a systematic enterprise that builds and organizes knowledge in the form of explanations, predictions about its subject. So if you're thinking of a teacher, the actual teaching is the art, and the information that is being taught is the science. And it's important to have both, but from my perspective, as you have a class full of diverse students, diverse ways in which they grasp knowledge, in which you have to teach what you're teaching, or the science, art is the most important. I really feel like the knowledge is always going to be there, the information is going to be there, and certainly there are predictions that come with whatever subject matter you are evaluating. So from my perspective, the way in which you do it is so important, and much more important than the actual information or the actual explanations. So I decided also, after defining both, I would try to support that. And I found it very interesting. There was a piece in our text that really helped my argument. I'm going to read from the text here, so forgive me if I look away. When discussing on page, it looks like page 183, is teaching an art or a science? The two professors that were studying this were N.L. Gage and Robert Marzano. I guess Marzano was not a professor. But when they studied, they talked about the science part, and I found it interesting that under the science definition that they found, or that they gave an example of, art was included in it, and not so much the vice versa. So they say, although science cannot offer absolute guidance for teachers as they plan and implement instructional strategies, research can provide a scientific basis for the art of teaching. So yes, there could be science. Yes, science is important, and the information we teach is important. But from my perspective, the way in which we teach it is supported in our text too as being the most important. Thank you.